Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa and today I am in my car with this one. Say hi.
Hi.
And we are about to go into the library to pick out a Christmas book for this 24-hour Christmas readathon. I am so very excited. I just can't wait. So I am picking out a cheesy Hallmark-esque Christmas book, and I think it's gonna be a time, ready to laugh, ready to shake my head a lot. So it should be pretty interesting. So we are gonna go in and do that right now. We're gonna mask up and go into the library real fast and go pick out a book. I have a couple in mind, but we'll see if they have them. But I want to pick something short, sweet, to the point. So, yeah. I've never read a cheesy Christmas book before, so this is gonna be a time. Let's do this. Alright, so I'm home now. I've got my camera on the tripod, and yeah, it's been a few hours. I am home, and I picked out a book. Not either of the ones that I was gonna go for, because they didn't have them. So I picked one kind of at random. I just read some descriptions. I was like, this one sounds dumb. So here we are. And I picked out The Perfect Christmas by Debbie McComber. I have heard a lot about this author. She is my husband's grandma's favorite author. Both grandmas. Which is slightly terrifying. I am not looking forward to this, but I am at the same time. Like, I'm looking forward to a good laugh. Ready to get cheesed up for Christmas. And I'm okay with that. So, let me summarize this for you real quick. So, this follows our main character, Cassie, who is 33. Can't relate. And single. Super single. And she wants a family and whatnot. Okay. So this grown woman decides to look into a matchmaker, a professional matchmaker, who just happens to be a dude. Which, because that's a thing normally. When I think matchmaker, all I think is Mulan. So, and the lady who set her butt on fire. So he's going to set her up with some tasks to hopefully get her a perfect mate. That's what it says. Claiming he has her perfect mate in mind. Because we're using that word. So she has to do some Christmassy tasks like dressing up as Santa's elf at a children's party, charity bell ringer, and a traditional turkey dinner for her neighbors, who she hates. So, my predictions for this is the matchmaker is going to end up being her match. Because that just seems like the cliche ending. I don't know. It's really short. It won't take me that long. It'll literally probably take me 24 hours. And the pages are really short and the font's really big because this is made for old people. So if you don't know, I used to work at the library, and these were the kind of books that people checked out all the time. And didn't matter if they were like my age or most of the time like grandma checking out these books. And I've always been intrigued, but never intrigued enough to actually read it until today. Today, I am setting myself up for pain and humor, hopefully. I know that she is very famous. She has lots of books, so maybe she's not as bad as I'm thinking because she's so famous. I decided to go with an author that I kind of knew because I didn't want to like throw myself into something terribly nuts. I don't know. This was my logic at the library because they didn't have, well, they had like a holiday display, but all of them were like actually good, like serious Christmas books and nothing quite like this. So I just kind of went around and looked, and I also had my kid with me, so it was a little harder to like look through and pick something. But this woman writes like 30 Christmas novels a year, so options. And I'm pretty sure most of her books have been made into Hallmark movies, so that is reassuring in the worst possible way. My reading starts at 10 o'clock tonight, roughly, and yeah, I'm really excited to get started and slightly terrified. So, but I'm ready for a good cozy Christmas read. It has been a rough week, a rough couple weeks, but my Christmas shopping is officially all done, so now I can relax and enjoy the season for the last little bit we have. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. We will get started in just a few hours, like 10-ish hours. So yeah, see you soon. All right, the readathon starts in like 10 minutes, but I'm gonna just go ahead and start and say it's 10 o'clock because I can. So yeah, got my book. We're gonna start this sucker, and I've got the goods, very important, and my hot beverage. I am set. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. Pages in, folks, and our main character is already talking about how amazing she is, and she's like, why can't I get a date? I'm attractive, smart, successful. Meh. Okay, honey, calm down. By the way, forgot to mention this is going to be like spoilery. I will probably spoil this book. Hope y'all don't care. Forgot to mention that. I've never seen a character so picky in my life. She's complaining about the different men she's dated. There's Jess, who apparently staged his privates in public. And that was a turnoff. Okay. That's okay. Then there was this other guy who was cheap. Maybe he's struggling financially. Oh boy. Pardon my mess in the background, but I can't. I literally can't. Page 20. He's a matchmaker. You should go try him out. He's expensive though. And she's like, how expensive? $30,000 for some guy to help you find a man? That's a lot of money. Like, who in their right mind would pay $30,000 for a matchmaker? Wow. If this is the guy she ends up with, I don't know if I'm on board. I get that he's like a professional matchmaker. Yes, we've already met him. And the first thing he says to her is, you need to lose 5 pounds, and that color's not flattering on you, and you should change your hair, and all this nonsense. I get it's his job, but at the same time, not being very nice about it. Maybe he'll get better. Maybe he'll surprise me. I highly doubt it, but we shall see. And the fact that she's like, well, maybe I do need to lose weight, and then at the same time, she also, like, dishes it back. And he's like, sit down. And she's like, please? And he's like, sit down. She's like, sit, please? And he's like, fine, sit, please. Like, she's got some backbone. Not a whole lot. But the fact that she is desperate enough for a husband to come to this guy says a lot. Also, she's like, it's like the best present. The best Christmas present, a husband for Christmas. I'm like, girl, you are not gonna marry him as soon as you meet him. I'm assuming from the timeline of this book is that it's like mid-November? No, it was just Thanksgiving. So my guess is they're like maybe a week in December. And she's like, I'm gonna get me a husband for Christmas. I'm like, girl, you're gonna get you a date for Christmas and a boyfriend. Slow down. Like, oh boy, this is going great. Okay, this is totally random. But, so from the description of the book, it says she's 33. However, she just told the guy she's 34. Not that 1 year makes a difference, but, hello? What are you? I'm gonna go with 34. She's kind of acting like a 25-year-old, but, you know, whatever. This book. Oh, I gotta read this to you. For 3 nights now, she'd been like a kid at Christmas, only instead of sugar plums dancing around in her head, she saw men's faces. What? So weird. Oh. 50 pages in, and it is a dumpster fire. I will tell you that. Don't know where this is going. I mean, I know where this is going. Let's be real here. But, let's get to the good parts, shall we? What's going on? I'm 65 pages in. And basically, our main character has now signed the contract. She is now being match-made, so to speak, with a guy whom she hasn't met, hasn't seen a picture of. She just knows his name's John. The sneaking suspicion, this is Matchmaker Boy's fake name for himself, because he's got the hots for Cassie, which doesn't surprise me. It was gonna happen, but it could be wrong, could surprise me, but I highly doubt it. She literally just spent $30,000 on a matchmaker. Still mind-boggling, but what do I know? I am starting to get tired though, which is concerning because it's not even, it's like 5 till 11. I'm tired. To be fair, my kid was up last night in the middle of the night for a little bit, so very sleepy. So I don't know what charity bell ringing group she's with, but I have done bell ringing before, and I'm pretty sure they don't have you meet a dollar quota during your time there. These people want her to earn $60 an hour. That just seems so unrealistic. Like, charity is charity. You'd be grateful for what you got. Also, this sentence made me chuckle. It says, "This wasn't so bad. Not only was she helping the underprivileged, but she was moving towards the man of her dreams." I don't feel like those two things should be in one sentence. I mean, good for you helping for charity, but priorities, a little whack. The dumbest thing just happened. So, her main character is ringing the charity bell, and this guy comes up, a real nice guy, he's probably rich, comes up and puts a $20 bill in the box, which is great. And then the wife's like, how much did you put in this? You know, it's Christmas, we're on a budget. And he's like, sorry. And Cassie, her main character, she's like, it's for a good cause. And the lady looks at her and she's like, I saw the way you were flirting with my husband. You didn't think I didn't notice. And she's like, what? And she's like, don't bother denying it. I have eyes. Maybe the two of you are old friends. And then she decides to break up with her husband. What just happened? I can't. Oh, you put $20 in. You making eyes on my husband. We're done. Like, it's like in the span of not even a full page that happened. In like the first third of the page. This is the dumbest book. So I've now made it to the 100-page mark. And I am far more intelligent than our main character. Like, ever. So, pretty sure John is Simon. And her best friend and her brother, I'm pretty sure, are hooking up. But she's oblivious. How? I don't know. Don't know. And I'm not a fan of this Simon guy. Barely know him. I'm almost halfway through this book, and we barely know him. And he's just a jerk. He's this rude, boring jerk. And our main character is infatuated, even if she won't admit it. And the thing is, instead of saying he's rude and blunt, she says that he is direct. He's a direct dude. Direct doesn't equal jerk or rude. Telling a girl she needs to lose 5 pounds is not direct, that's just being a jerk. He was directly being a jerk. So, this girl is messed up. Her priorities are all askew. She doesn't even know this John fellow, and she's obsessed. And I'm like, slow down, lady. And her best friend's like, you'll be married by next Christmas. You might even be pregnant. And she's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, really? Y'all don't talk about anything else. I don't know what your hobbies are, much about your parents. She's got daddy issues, that's for sure. Her dad left her at like 7 and never came back, and he only calls sometimes around Christmas, and he wants to be called Pete, not Dad. I think this book could really benefit from reading it also from Simon's point of view. But then again, could surprise me. We could get a grand reveal at the end. But as of right now, I'm like, what is this guy up to? Nothing good, I'm sure. But I am almost halfway through. I've got like 10 pages to go, and I'll be officially halfway through. we might watch The Mandalorian because the new one just came out, and the bags are starting to get darker. Probably gonna need to watch that soon. I have moved to a different chair. But I had to share this because I started laughing. So Angie, her friend, had been like, oh, I'm meeting with someone, an old friend. We all know who it is here, honey. It's Cassie's brother, Sean. And then this line. Well, 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 Cassie said, watching Angie closely. Something was up. It didn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure out that a man was involved. But me, the reader, who is also not Sherlock Holmes, knows exactly who it is, but you don't? Not that much of a Sherlock Holmes, sweetie. Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's a great thing. It's not too cold out, which is great. But it's day 2, the 24-hour readathon. Have I read yet? No. Have I been up since 7:45? Absolutely. Have had coffee, so that's a good thing. But I am going to be doing some cleaning this morning because it is almost Christmas and people are coming to my house. That's the plan. Do some cleaning around her nap time. I'm going to actually do some more reading. I did get halfway through the book officially last night, and it's so bad, but it's entertaining in a bad way. You know, did anybody ever watch those movies, Mystery Science Theater 3000? It's like that. And I get to make the commentary and laugh about it, and it's like watching the movie that's bad, but it's a book. Part of me wishes that this was a movie so I could watch the movie and laugh even more, but it's not, and there's probably a good reason for that. That's my day. That's the plan. I think tonight we're gonna go to my mom's for dinner, and then hopefully I will finish the book tonight, or maybe even probably not this afternoon, but being real, there we go. Hello. It has been several hours since I updated you. I'm very tired. And I'm sitting in my bed, and I have made it now to page 160, which means I have about 100 pages left of this nightmare. Our main character, Cassie, is in love with Simon, the brooding, bland dude we know nothing about. They've kissed, which just so dumb to me. She knows nothing about this guy. Nothing. She doesn't know his family history. She doesn't know his background. She only knows that he's a matchmaker and he's hot. And now Simon is sick, so she's taking care of him. Because that's a stereotypical Christmas romance movie scene, right? Took her to his house. Which, that was a thing. Nothing happened, but they just chatted. I'm like, that's so unrealistic. This whole book is so unrealistic. I feel like I haven't updated you. I read a lot. She did her second task, which was going and being an elf for the kids, and it went poorly, of course. But in the end, it was like, there's this little girl that came up, and she's like, I just want my daddy for Christmas. My parents are getting divorced, and it was sweet and all, and cute. And our character obviously was like, that was me as a kid. And apparently that means, you know, she did a good job with this task. So now she has to cook dinner for her neighbors, which she hates them all, so there's that. I've never read such a dim main character before. Like, she's just going with it. just go with it. She's like, I'm gonna meet John and he's gonna be the love of my life. I'm like, honey, there is no John. The only reason he does this is because he wants a wife, and I guarantee that's exactly what's happening. One good thing I can say about this book is that the writing is pretty simple, pretty easy to fall into. Like, I find myself flying through the pages, thank God. However, the characters have no personality. They're bland as a biscuit without butter. I guess biscuits are pretty good. I should not say that about biscuits. I love biscuits. I'm going to read a few more pages, try to get to, maybe 180. I don't know. Maybe finish this chapter, see how I feel. I am a little tired. My kid got up for briefly last night, and I was up way too late watching the new Mandalorian. I think I didn't get to sleep till like 1:30, and then I was up at 7:45. It's just been a busy morning. I deserve this nap. So, yeah, I'll keep you posted. So I have to whisper. I don't know if this clip will make it. I'll have to listen to it later, because this one is asleep. The stupidest thing happened. Our main character finally figured out that Sean and Angie were in love. These people had started dating again. They dated at one point, and then they started dating again, and they've been dating for like a month again, I guess. And he's like, let's get married. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? They go from announcing that they're dating to he's like, I already bought a ring, we're gonna get married. I'm like, that doesn't, literally never happens that quickly. Never. And if it does, there's something very, very wrong. This book is so dumb. Oh no, no. Hello everyone. So it has obviously been a few hours. I'm about to put on some fireplace sounds and finish this monstrosity. I don't understand why everyone's such a moron in this book, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, I think I have roughly about, I want to say 40 pages left, maybe 30, I don't know. Not 30, 50. Also, if you hear all the loud ruckus downstairs, my husband's got a couple friends over playing a video game, so there's that. But I've made myself hot cocoa. I am ready to finish this book, give you all the thoughts and feels and the spoilers. So much stupidity has happened, I can't even keep track. I don't know what she sees in this guy. I see nothing. So, anyway, there's my 2 cents for now. So we're gonna get to reading. Either I'm stupid, or this book is. It's probably the later. She's having dinner with her neighbors, and they're all talking, and this old lady is talking to our main guy, who, you know, of course he's at the dinner. And it says, every once in a while, the older woman released a girlish trill that sounded to Cassie's somewhat jaundiced ear like a songbird strangling on too much seed. If I'm correct here, I'm pretty sure jaundice is what happens when you have liver problems. My kid had jaundice. So what does jaundiced ear mean? I'd look it up, but I record with my phone. What? Oh, I can't. Hold on. I don't know. I like how this book is just like glossing, like, not like glossing over, but like, so one of her neighbors is kind of creep, and nobody's kicking him out. Her man friend, Simon, isn't saying a dang thing or helping her in this, just letting it happen. I'm like, wow, he is a piece of work. But I knew that from way before. This guy. Well, she's admitted she's fallen in love with Simon. Why? I don't know. My friend and I were talking about this, but this book is like the depiction of desperation. This woman is so desperate, she's just gonna fall for the first guy that pays attention to her. And she said she has high standards. Okay, but he has told you nothing about himself and you're in love with him, because that makes sense. This man is literally sitting here rejecting her feelings. She's finally telling him that she loves him. And he's like, please don't do this. Please don't continue. This is embarrassing for you and me. I can't be with you. I don't fall for clients. This is a thing that happens all the time, but it's never going to be a thing. I'm off limits and blah, blah, blah. And this woman will not shut up. She keeps going on and on and on about how she loves him, and she's like, well, I think you have feelings for me too, and all this, and she just keeps going on. It's like, dude, let it go. He doesn't want to be with you, and she has decided to not meet John, and now she has lost her $30,000 non-refundable dollars. She shouldn't have canceled the appointment. She should have had that on the back burner in case this went bad. So far it has, but we all know that he's going to turn around and fall in love with her anyway. Old lady romance novels are so predictable and so stupid, and characters are such morons. So Simon just refunded her the $30,000. So I guess that's good. That's gone for him. But she's like, I don't want to cash it because I'm stubborn, and he probably just wants me to put it back into my wedding savings and have a wedding. It's like, don't be petty. It's $30,000.
This is a lot of money. It's not because he wants you to have a wedding. It's because it's $30,000. This woman is an absolute nightmare. And I was thinking about it, and these characters read like high schoolers, but dumber. They read young, and they read immature. For being a 34-year-old woman, she's kind of stupid and makes poor decisions all the time. You are a grown adult. There's no reason to make these decisions. So the end is near. I have 3 more pages, and I had to come on and talk about this. This woman is just absolutely ridiculous. So Simon is still rejecting her 3 pages from the end of the book. He's literally like, I'm a bad choice. I'm analytical. I don't know how to love. I don't know how I feel about children. I don't know. And he's like, stop kissing me. And she's like, I can't help it. And I just don't see what she sees in this man. He's so bland, so boring. We know nothing about him. 3 pages till this book is over, and I know nothing about his history, his family, his past, how he got to be a matchmaker. Nothing. We know nothing about him, but our main character is infatuated, and it makes no dang sense. I don't understand. This woman is the epitome of desperation. She's willing to go with a man who has rejected her time and time again, even though she's like, I know deep down you love me. And it's like, just leave the man alone. Like, yes, maybe he does love you. Give him some time. And she's already sitting here talking to him. She's like, I do want children. Your children will have very special babies. Who the heck says that? She should have given him some space. She should have told him his feelings, told him her feelings, stepped back, and let him process it. And if he wanted to come back, he could. Yes, he showed up at her apartment, to be fair. However, he comes in, he's like, I can't do this, we shouldn't be a thing, I don't know how to love, and blah, 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 and, you know. And she's like, she kisses him, and that makes it all better. She said, I'll teach you how to accept my love. And teaching someone how to accept love that is sitting there rejecting you at the same time and telling you he is a bad match and you shouldn't fall for him. Listen to him. I know that some people have a hard time accepting that someone else loves and cares for them. I get that. But why? Why does he have this feeling? Why does he feel like he can't accept her love? There's no background to give me an indication as to why, and it's making me really angry. I don't even care about this book, but I have spent the last 24 hours reading this. It is now 10:05 because I keep ranting. It's a little past 24 hours, but it's fine. I've spent 24 hours reading this book, getting invested for some stupid reason in this stupid story for no information on our guy character. This, to me, feels like a Hallmark movie with the DVD skipping. Like you're missing big chunks of the movie because it skips certain parts. Like, I feel like there were so many opportunities Simon could have talked about himself and told her what his life is like and what, why he struggles with this. And it didn't happen. There was several times they had coffee. There was a time that he, came to her house. No. Yeah, he came to the house for the dinner party and he came early. And then there was a part where she went to his house and they could have talked about his life and who he was. But the man refuses, and then all the way till the end, he is telling her that he doesn't know what he's doing, he can't accept her love, and he's rejecting her and telling her this is such a bad idea. Why did she reject John? You should have went with him, I'm a bad match. And she's like, but I love you. And it's like, why? Why do you love him? Why? This man has been nothing but a jerk to you, and he has made you do these ridiculous tasks for literally no reason. There's been no explanation for these tasks. And he said that he doesn't make all his clients do this, just the rare few. Why her? Why her? There's literally no reason for her to do these tasks. None. And we have 3 pages, and if I get explanations for all of these things in the next 3 pages, I will be shocked. But I highly doubt it. I do not recommend this. This is the worst book I have read in a very long time, and this is making me so incredibly angry. And it's so dumb. I wanted a cozy Christmas romance, and instead I got anger. Merry Christmas to me. And the thing is about this too is it's not even that Christmassy. Like, it's called The Perfect Christmas because she wants to have a family and a husband, and she wants to have that picturesque family Christmas and this perfect quote-unquote Christmas. That's the whole premise. There's no, yeah, she did some holiday activities, but they were so short, and this book is so short, I don't get Christmas vibes from it. It doesn't feel like a Christmas book, and that's irritating. You guys are getting a great video because I am heated, and I'm going to finish this book and come tell you my thoughts now because I need to finish this so I can move on with my life. This is the stupidest thing I've ever read. I laughed a lot. I finished it. Nothing was resolved. Absolutely nothing. We didn't learn anything about Simon, and he was literally a jerk till the very end of the book. Oh, this is the kicker. He's like, I'm not big on Christmas. The whole freaking point of this book is for that perfect Christmas, and the guy she falls in love with hates Christmas, you know. She's like, you enjoy watching other people enjoy Christmas. You understand why it's important to them because you're lonely. And I'm just like, okay. And then he's like, aren't you making assumptions you have no business making? And she's like, isn't this difficult? Is this really so difficult? Yes, he groans. He is literally arguing with you and being sassy and rude till the very end. All the talk of them wanting children, it's like you are moving way too fast. You don't even know each other. Like, I don't know him. She doesn't know him. Literally, when she said the reason she left him is because he was attractive. And one of the other reasons was because, like, she's like, you showed me things about me that I've never known. And I'm like, I think you did, though. Because whatever he showed you, you did not show us. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I read it. I needed a good laugh. I've been very stressed the last few days, and I know next week's going to be very stressful. So this was kind of like a nice little haha break. But yeah, so at the very end of this book, they're talking about, you know, how they're going to have 2 to 3 children, and it's going to be great. And she's like, and he's like, we're going to have a very good life together, he murmurs. And every Christmas, and then her phone rings. Her phone rings, and instead of letting the man finish, she goes and gets it. To be fair, he's like, go get the phone, or he's like, you know, lets her go get it, I guess. I don't know. She picks it up, and it's her brother. What about every Christmas? What's going to happen every Christmas? That is never finished. That sentence is not finished. I don't know what he was going to say. Why would you even make this character say that if he's not going to finish the dang sentence? I don't understand that. And then suddenly they're hanging out with her brother and his girlfriend, Angie. And they're like, it's Christmas. And she's like, my perfect Christmas, Simon. I have it right here, right now, with you. I'm like, you have known this man less than a month. I get you are 34 years old. I know a lot of ladies who are around the same age or older who haven't settled. And this lady has settled for literally no reason. I would venture to say that this relationship will end. I think it's kind of fun to imagine what happens next, at least in this scenario. Either it goes really badly and they end up breaking up anyway, or they get married, which is great, and it all works out. You know, he you know, tells her about himself and things get good and they start to understand each other a bit better. and they don't get married, you know, 3 months later. Everything goes well. Or he secretly enacts murder, which that would be the twist of the century. Because he's kind of cold and empty and lifeless. It's 232 pages. I should know something about this guy. I feel like she cut it out. Like Debbie McComber decided, I'm not going to give him personality because I'm lazy. And this is lazy. This is lazy storytelling, lazy writing. I'm never reading another one of her books. This was so bad. So bad. I don't understand why she's so popular. But then again, maybe I'm just not in the right demographic. Maybe this is better for older people. Part in the Christmas dinner scene where she loses her ring, which she thinks she put inside the turkey while stuffing it, was kind of funny. But it turns out that Simon the jerkwad had it the whole time and he didn't bother to tell her. Well guys, that was me reading a crappy Hallmark novel, so you don't have to. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was somewhat entertaining. I feel like it was kind of entertaining. I know it wasn't as fancy and as exciting as my last one for Halloween, but my daughter has her molars coming in right now, so it's been a little crazy around here. She's been a little extra. And then I've got some kind of cold going on, or stuffy nose or something, and I've just been very tired. I actually ended up taking a nap today because I was so tired. It wasn't as exciting, but I hope you guys enjoyed the comedy of it all. And I don't recommend this. Read a good Christmas book, but I do feel educated. Make sure you give this video a big old thumbs up if you liked this, which I hope you did because this was a trip. Let me know down below what book you're reading for the holidays. If you're reading a holiday-esque read, or if you're just gonna read whatever, let me know. And of course, if you have not subscribed, please do, because I post new videos at least once a week, and it is close to the end of the year, so I'm going to have some extra videos coming out with like my favorites and least favorites, and of course, you know, all those good end of the year videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon in the next video. Bye-bye!